Hello everyone. It's gonna be a good weekend, but before we get there, let's talk about what I call charity of interpretation. We all make assumptions, we all like to be right. We also know, as scientists and as people in this community, we also know that we can be wrong. And sometimes we are wrong for historical reasons, sort of path dependence of our thinking, how we grew up. Sometimes we are wrong because the facts changed, and then our thinking about them should change. And sometimes the judgments that we have made, perhaps as a group or as an individual, proved not to be correct. If I think about what people 50 years from now will think about us as sort of how come they have done this, I'm thinking at least about three things: how we treat people who are aged in our healthcare systems, how we treat animals, farm animals, and how we approach education. And we can talk about this later, but for now, I think it's really important to realize that university, our medical school, is a platform for articulate, sophisticated, contrarian discourse, that nobody has the full truth. We all have a fragment, so the truth is a collective effort and a collective measure. And the change actually comes to this very rapidly because we measure our virtues by our openness to change. But the sad fact, perhaps, is that we have lives that are too short not to be deceived by sense of stability. And as we are working through number of issues through this society and this time, we better have that charity, that empathy of interpretation, that we do not judge before we understand, and that we open ourselves up to views of others before we make anything definitive. So thank you for listening, and now relax over the weekend.